We would run the bobbin now. All right, so let me just take everything out here. So as mentioned earlier, you could go ahead and put a bottle in there and put a thread in there. Sorry about the noise. And you could go ahead and thread and run the bobbin or thread the machine like this. Okay, so first we're gonna just use this method first. So the first thing what you want to do is to put your thread here. Now ensure that your thread is facing the back, just like how I have it here, right? Then you're gonna put your thread to number 1, casing number 1. Okay, then observe what I'm doing here. Is so important, guys. You want to hold this because you don't want to be pulling. The thread will be, continue running. And you want to put your so exactly, this is critical, guys, especially if you're doing it for the first time. You want to put your thread through the casing right here. Then you want to go around. This is how I'm going around with my hands, like this. So this is how it is here, exactly like this. Then you want to come over this way. Now, call me old school, but I like to just wind the bobbin around the thread. So this is exactly what I'm going to teach you. There is a place where you could put the thread in the hole and all that. I don't do that. I just put my hands just like this. This is how I've been teaching it from ever since. I take my thumb and I just hold the thread here, and I pass the thread a couple times just to make sure it's settled, right? And I put it down. So you see how I did it? So when I pass the thread a couple times, it's a couple times here, then I make sure I put the thread down like this first. Very important. Why? Because I want to make sure the thread is towards facing the back. This is towards the back. I do not want to observe. I do not want the thread to be facing towards the front. If you see that here, if it's facing towards the front, then we're not going to be doing anything today. You want to make sure it's towards the back. Okay. So let's just turn it like this. So that's all you have to do. Just flip it, turn it like this, right? And then we're gonna lift it up nicely and gently put it down on our guide here, the winder here, okay? Then the last thing we're gonna do before we turn our light on is that we wanna lock this in place. So we're gonna lock it in place nicely, okay? Then we will turn our light on. Once you have light in the machine, there is power. Okay, guys, then you will gently press your presser foot, as we talked about earlier. Press the presser foot on the floor. Okay. And then if this is going too fast, you could always kind of hover it, but you don't want to hold this down, because if you hold it down, see what happens when I hold it down? You're not going to be doing anything. If to say you have a light thread and it's going really, really fast, you can always go ahead and, kind of just guide it. Right? Just guide it a bit. See that? Okay, so what I'm going to do here, in your case, always use the exact same thread you're using for the top to fill the bottom. Is very, very important. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm just going to do the other method as well. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to actually I'm going to unplug that, because once you stop, you want to turn the light off, then you want to unplug, okay, and then you pull it out completely. And then this thread, you just kind of got it around. So what I'm going to do here, let's say you're sewing now, and then all of a sudden you need to put a different thread on. So this is what we're going to do here. You don't have to take this out and all that. This is exactly how we're going to do. So I'm going to just show you this method now. Okay, so we're going to take our guide here, we're going to put it around just like this, same method, no difference. The only thing is just the bottle. Then we're going to pass this around this way. Very important. We're going to make sure we come around this way. So I hope you see that very well. Okay, so I have a long piece here, and then I'm just going to take my thing, same exact method as I teach you earlier, and then we're going to I'm just going to spin it up a couple times because it's kind of loose there. All right, okay. Then I'm going to put it down like this again. Make sure it's towards the back and it's not towards the front, okay? It's not this way, but it's this way. Awesome. Then I'm going to lift it up, put it down, and what I'm going to do next, I'm going to lock. Very, very important, guys. So important. Then I'm going to turn my light on. Good. And I'm going to press. So now I could just press. This one I'm going to press, put my foot all the way down because my bottle is all secure there. So I'm just going to pull up. Everything is all good. Right, so you see the bobbin is filled up now. It's kind of giving me attitude, and I'm like, you know what? No matter how much I press, so that means you have to stop. Okay guys, that's exactly what I want to make sure that you see. Once you see the bobbin, it's not moving anymore, you realize, okay, this is enough, that's enough for me. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Then you turn the light off immediately, because that's your safety point there, guys. Okay, then what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take you could just take your scissors and you could unlock it, and then your bobbin is all threaded. Good. All right.